Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do the end of the year tag. Several people have already done this and it's a short little tag, but I don't know, it's fun, so I thought I would join in. So I'll have the tag questions in the description, but let's get right into it. Okay, so the first question is, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? So the first book that comes to mind for that question is Kristen Lavrenstatter. I started this book in August and I'd like to finish it in October, but we'll see. I'm reading them, trying to read them one a month. There are 3 books in this bind up. So I read the first one in August, the second one in September, and I hope to get to the third one in October. But this is a really good, I'm really enjoying this so far. It's just, the writing is very beautiful and lyrical, and there's a lot of drama in this too. It's pretty dramatic, and I am here for it, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit. There was a bit of a slump for me. I still rated it 4 stars, but it was a bit of a slump in the second book, but it definitely picked back up towards the end for me. But yeah, so this is one I definitely want to finish this year. Another series that I want to finish is the Skyward series by Brandon Sanderson. We read Skyward several months ago in my in-person book club, and I wanted to just go ahead and finish the series because I hadn't read Cytonic yet, but it had been so long between books that I felt like I needed to reread. So I'm currently reading the novellas that are set in between Starsight and Cytonic. No, wait, I hadn't read Defiant yet, sorry. But I'm currently rereading those novellas, and so then I hope to finish Cytonic in November and Defiant in December to wrap up that series. Okay, question number 2. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? So I've got 2 for that. The first one is The October Country by Ray Bradbury, and this is just a grouping of short stories. I've read a couple already, and I gotta say they're not necessarily like actually 2 of them were giving me the vibes that I wanted in the month of October, kind of creepy and unsettling. But then one was just terrible and I did not like it at all. So we'll see. But I've got quite a few more to go, and I'm hoping that it's just going to be those cozy fall, a little bit creepy vibes that I'm looking for. Basically, I want dandelion wine, but in October. That's what I want. So we'll see if I get it. Okay, so the next book I think is kind of going to be like an autumnal book. I always think of mysteries as fall reads. So A Murder is Announced is the book club pick for this month for our in-person book club, and I think that this will be a good autumnal read because fall is just a great time to read Agatha Christie. All right, question number 3. Is there a new release you're still waiting for? So there are 2 that I have pre-ordered. The first one is The Grey Wolf. It comes out this month, actually. That's by Louise Penny, and it's her next book in the Inspector Gamache series, and I'm so excited. I love these books. This is like my autumnal read. I love them. They always come out in the fall when she releases them, and Three Pines is just the coziest, quaintest little village, and I just love it so much. So that's one. And then the second is, of course, Brandon Sanderson's Wind and Truth, which comes out in December, and I'm anxious to read it because it's the final book in his first chunk. He's gonna break off his Stormlight Archive into 2 5-book sections, and so it's the 5th book in the first little chunk of it, and I'm really excited to read it. Question number 4, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? So these 3 books are not on my official TBR for the rest of the year. They're not, like my nonfiction, my classics, my Read Your Bookshelf Challenge books, none of those. These are books that I just hope to get to before the end of the year. So the first one is More Days at the Morisaki Bookshop. I read the first one a couple of months ago and I really enjoyed it, and so I picked this one up when it came out, and I would really like to get to this. I feel like this is the perfect cozy cozy fall vibe that I'm wanting this season. The next one is also kind of along the same lines, but it's What You Are Looking For Is in the Library, another translated book. And I don't know, I feel like I've been reading quite a few of them recently, and I really have liked all of the ones that I've picked up. So maybe this is a new interest of mine. I'm not sure, but somebody was telling me, I think it was Tiffany, she was telling me that they put cats on the cover of all of their translated books because they said Americans like cats. And like, look, there's definitely a cat on the cover, and here too. So anyway, that's just interesting. But those are two that I'm really excited to get to, and I hope I make time for this year. And then the third is one that I got for my birthday and I haven't picked up yet, and that's American Ramble. And this is just about a guy who walked from DC to New York City. And I love walking books, and I feel like it's been too long since I've read one. I think the last one I read was the one about the father and the son walking the Camino de Santiago, and I didn't really like that one. So I would really like to get to this one as well. Maybe in nonfiction November. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, question number 5. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? Shock me? No, but Wind and Truth has the potential to be a favorite for me. I love Sanderson. Also, honestly, American Ramble has the potential to be a favorite because Grandma Gatewood's Walk, when I read it a couple years ago, was one of my favorite of the year. So that one could be. You never know. But we'll see. All right, this is the last question. This is a short tag, but question number 6. Have you already started making reading plans for next year? And I have, but very, very loosely. I feel like I am so proud of myself for creating a TBR and sticking to it, because that has not been my norm. But this year I've done really, really well with that. But I miss picking up a book like this that I see that is just kind of calling to me, because I'm so busy reading the books that I've chosen already for the month. So I do want to scale back. Like this year I picked 2 classics every month and 1 nonfiction every month, and a Read Your Bookshelf challenge, plus an in-person book club. So that's 5 books right there that I'm like committed to myself to read. And it doesn't give me a lot of time for extras. So I've just been kind of planning. I do want to continue reading classics and nonfiction, but I think I want to take it down to like 1 a month versus 2 a month. And I also think, I don't know, I might take the nonfiction down to 1 every other month. We'll see. I just don't want to burn myself out and feel obligated and then not enjoy what I'm reading. So I am kind of thinking about things, but very loosely. Also, we're going to get together with my in-person book club in December to try to pick the first few books that we're going to read together next year. And we're all coming with a suggestion. So I'm trying to like narrow that down, because I have a lot that I would like to read with them and talk about. So we'll see. But yeah, so the answer to the question is yes, but loosely. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.